Catherine, Harry and I are delighted to be here this morning, and we're particularly happy to be at our first Royal Foundation event with Meghan. Today, both our parents had provided for us an example of diligence, compassion and duty in all they did. Our grandparents, the Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh, had made support for charity central to their decades of service to the nation and the Commonwealth. The task for us would not be to reinvent the wheel. Instead, our job was to follow the example of those who had come before us, hold on to the values that have always guided our family, but seek to engage in public life in a way that was updated and relevant for our generation, clear and disciplined about how we seek to provide leadership. There are foundations out there doing amazing work powered by endowments worth billions. But we believed we could help achieve big, positive, long-term changes by being the leading convening force in the charitable sector. We would not try to do things on our own. We would build our foundation with an open door. We would not just rely on our own ideas. We would invite the best and brightest to sit with us around the table.
We pride ourselves on going into a situation, convening people and listening, and hoping that all of those partners and all of those people agree that the problems are the same thing.
For me personally, I'm really interested in keeping going with this sort of the mental health element and really focusing on sort of the early years, early intervention.
And early intervention, coping with parenthood, supporting the next generation of mothers are issues that are very close to your heart.
You can't help but reflect on then your own life, and it's definitely had an impact on how sort of I look at how I mother, how we work as a family, and how we hope to bring up our children.
I've just been here for 3 months, right? And in that amount of time, but with that said, for me, it's very important to, once you hit the ground running, even if you're doing it quietly behind the scenes, which is what I've focused my energy on thus far, is meeting with the right people, meeting with the right organizations behind the scenes quietly, learning as much as I can so that I can maximize the opportunity we have here to really make an impact. I think what's interesting is I hear a lot of people saying when speaking about girls' empowerment, finding and knowing their worth, or women's empowerment as well, you'll often hear people say, well, you're helping women find their voices. And I fundamentally disagree with that, because women don't need to find a voice. They have a voice, they need to feel empowered to use it, and people need to be encouraged to listen. So, I guess we wait a couple months and then we can hit the ground running. But up until then, I'm pretty excited.
But like you said, I mean, you've been here for 3 years. Yeah, wedding first. Get that done.
And I think, again, to the point that they've all touched on.
Working together as family, do you ever have disagreements about things?
Oh, yes.
Healthy disagreement.
Okay, the last thing you disagreed on, how do you resolve it?
I can't remember, they come so thick and fast.
Is it resolved? We don't know.
Oh, we don't know. Well, you're putting on a great show if it's not.
No, but I think it's really good that we've got, four different personalities, and we've all got that same passion to want to make a difference, but different opinions, and I think those opinions work really, really well. Working as family does have its challenges, of course it does. Everybody here, the fact that everyone's laughing means that everybody knows exactly what it's like. Look, we're stuck together for the rest of our lives, so.
This is true.
Togetherness at its finest.
Togetherness, yeah.